Hello, beautiful Virgo. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive into right away. Today, we're going to look into the blessings coming your way within the next 12 months. I'm going to pull your symbols first, and we're going to see what they are actually going to tell us as an initial start. And then I'm going to dive into your coffee cup. At the end, I'm going to pull some tarot cards and also I Ching, which if you have like a specific subject, a question in your mind, it's very accurate. So hold that question in your mind or just write it down somewhere so we can get the current situation and what the future holds for you. And by the way, if you go on to enjoy this message and if you would like to see more of these, go ahead, hit subscribe and the bell icon so you'll get notified every time I upload a new one. So, love to see it, right? We have a beautiful love coming your way. And I feel like this is not only limited to romance. We have the month of April. And so it seems like there's like a springtime. I'm going to mention, because I am in the North hemisphere, in the spring as in a new beginning for you, okay? But the April can be a different season for you. So we're going to go first, second, third, fourth season wise, okay? The second season, you might get something blooming, a new beginning. And the flag is do not be tempted to lower your standards. Okay, so this is a very good symbol and sign for you because I feel like April time, you might be getting something amazing, and it can include love, but the love can show up later on because initially you're gonna get something, increase in material wealth, and I feel like and spiritual growth in this kind of thing. So if you're feeling like, okay, this is not working out, I need to try something different, I feel like it's time to really let God take the wheel. Okay, God, the creator of all that is, the universe, the higher power, if you have a belief. And if you don't, I feel like here you can say the subconscious, okay? You need to just code it into your subconscious so it can really take the wheel and bring your desire. And it seems like it is actually bringing your standard, whatever is your high standard in your mind. So do not give up on what you're wanting. We have the dog right here. This is a protection from a powerful friend. This can be in the second half of the year you're going to come across. Or a powerful friend can be someone new coming into your life, and protection, as well as the dog has loyalty, can be also referral and help manifesting. We have the owl, good advice from a wise person. So it can be the same person here with the different energies, in the sense of like they have a protective part side of them, but also a wise side of them. But it can also be two different people. Owl kind of reminds me of a water sign, even though it's like an air animal. The water signs have heightened intuition. And this can be about something you would love to have in your life, or it can be romantic love. The love doesn't really specify here, either or. So I'm going to include all of them because these are the blessings that we're looking at, okay? Let's dive into your coffee cup and see what's happening there. There's a person in your heart space here. And there's also someone, you can see there's an elf with like a hat looking inside of your heart. This can be actually someone, like a person or an energy looking into your heart and seeing what is in there, the truth, and then like helping you manifest that. I feel like this doesn't have to be like an energy of someone that you know. It can be like this angelic help coming in, okay? But the thing is, what's more important here is the clarity of desire. Okay, what do you truly want? That's very important in order to get that in the format of blessing. Because sometimes what we do is, okay, I want to have this much of money and I'm going to do this, and that with that. But instead of focusing on what you want to do, you're focusing on the material, and sometimes it doesn't really come as a blessing. So it's good to always focus on what you truly desire rather than the means to the end, okay? Just desire to end. Focus on the end. I see that you're starting the year very well. Kind of looks like a shoe right here, maybe even the face of a snake. This can be healing. Maybe in the material sense, you're receiving a healing idea. Something is forming and changing, and this is going to really transform you because it has that healing and also transforming energy, shedding the old skin. And that will make you start the year in a very bright light, I see here. There's a person wearing a bow tie, looks like a masculine figure, and they're looking at someone younger, maybe a little girl right there. I see a letter V here, can be in their first name or the last name, and both this they are actually having a conversation. I feel like this is not about like a father-daughter conversation, can be for some of you, but it is like a higher authority is maybe treating you very gently. That's what the usual father-daughter relationship is. Most of the time, when it's like a boys, it's a different type of attitude comes in, because father becomes example right away. But when it comes to daughters, I feel like there's the authority is just treating you gently rather than becoming an example, showing you how to do things. They're probably showing you what to do instead of like maybe guiding you directly rather than trying to be an example to you, which is a good sign here, because it seems like this is going to elevate you right away. I see a W here as a win, and someone is sitting on a throne here. It can actually like upgrade you right away in a very quick, short period of time. So this can be about a promotion, something that you want to, you're desiring, that you want to accomplish. Maybe you're following a procedure. It's giving fruit right away. And that can be also a person that I told you, there's a person in your heart space that you're expecting their approval. Person can be a real person, can be a legal person, can be an institution or a governmental thing that you're getting approval, because we are living in a patriarchal world right now. That's the father figure can be also like an institution supporting your decisions or giving you what you're desiring, which is also a positive thing here. It's a blessing as well, because the systems are getting really slow. The bureaucracy is really slow today's world. So if you're getting something very quickly, that's also a blessing in some sense. And I have here, there's a tree that you're planting right away. That seed that you're going to grab from this mentor. You're going to plant it right away and it's bearing fruit right away. It's something that grows really fast. So it's also a positive outcome here. And there's a hill, but I see this hill is not really like a steep something that you're climbing. You're going down the hill now. Okay, you're actually sitting on a throne, climbing to the top really fast. This can be getting a promotion, getting approval for maybe retirement when you want to retire. And after that, the struggle, if you have any like type of things that after you plant a tree, if you had to go through things in a very slow fashion or in like a struggle motion, it is coming to an end. You're coming downhill right here. Okay, you're not really it's not another obstacle you're climbing. It's just going to be very smooth and clean. Another thing I see, there's a chunk of money also accumulating here when you come across with a father-daughter. I told you that scene. This can also be asking for like a loan or like a money, or maybe getting pardoned of like something that you need to pay. It can be also coming into your life during the same time, which gives you the confidence that, okay, if this is gone, and then I can accomplish other things as well. I see towards the end of the year, everything is relaxing. Kind of looks like a sphinx lying down here, which is also a symbol of power, strength. And the sphinx, I believe it was actually built initially as a lion. So a lion or a tiger, like again, a powerful creature, which we have it in the strength card. I feel here this is actually going to be you realizing, okay, then now I know the formula, I can get anything I want, kind of a moment here. Okay, I'm gonna dive into your saucer now. If you have anything specific in your mind, hold it. A question, and desire, intention. Let's see what the answer is going to be for that one. I see your desire has not much time. It's coming forward. I told you there's an elf here looking at you. And this actually turned into a person there. You can see they're wearing kind of like a skirt here. It reminds me of like a flamenco dress. If you ever see a flamenco dancer, it is the ultimate combination of masculine figure, feminine powers. Okay, it's the dance is very like precise. It's not soft. It's not like tango. It's that soft. It is very like on point, and maybe you can even say it's harsh, but the rhythm, the movement is also very feminine too. So I feel here there is somebody outside and you're coming together with this person. You might be the one who has that attitude as well, with the flamenco dancer attitude. Okay, you're merging a perfect emergence of masculine and feminine energies. I see a letter S here. It came in the first name or the last name of this person. Somebody else is approaching them. But the thing is, this is outside your comfort zone. So you need to, this can be love, again, romantic love, or something you would love to become a part of coming forward. And it's bringing a second desire with it. But you need to get outside your comfort zone. You cannot really be the same old behavior patterns, negative patterns, I mean. And then expect the new good things to come. It is you coming outside of that comfort zone, and maybe even leaving the old keys behind, the old keys, the old attitudes that locked the doors open for you in the past, but now it seems like they're not really going to work anymore in this new season, this new year. And you are actually first exploring in the beginning of the year how it feels like being a different act, or going and doing something outside your comfort zone. And it can be also exploring a flamenco dance, okay? Maybe taking classes for it. Maybe you never did that. But it seems like overall, it is going to put you in an environment with a person who is like, maybe even like worshiping you. It's not in the sense of like comparing you to the God, but I feel like it's actually like accepting you as who you are, okay? And I feel like your current area is really small for you. Now, it's not really like, it's very limited space for you. Even though you have a horse here, a wish fulfillment, it doesn't mean leaving all those stuff behind. It means that you still have access to them. You can get back to that environment. It doesn't mean burning the bridges or burning the ships down. It means that you can go back to it, but this year is going to be all about exploring new things, okay? Because you're going to have like your confidence here, and it says don't lower your standards. When you get out of that comfort zone, make sure it is something that you want to explore as well. Let's see what the tarot has to say. We're going to go season by season, and then I'm going to pull the I Ching card. So if you have your specific question, just hold that, or a situation maybe you want answers to. Let's see, tarot has to say. We have 2 of Wands suggesting that start planning, because the things are going to start to change really fast. This is fire energy. First season is going to be all about starting to write things down, planning out what you truly want, and becoming clear. Clarity is very important, because sometimes, like I said, you might want something, but it might be the means to the end. So what do you want at the end of the day? That's going to be really important while you're starting to plan things, because what's going to happen is, even if you don't come up with a solution today, but if you have the end result in your mind, your subconscious, the creator, the higher power will put it in your mind how to, or maybe align you with the people, the energies that will bring you that desire to you. We have the Hermit here, Virgo. This is your energy within the second season. Let me tell you, this is actually, you can see in your lantern, your wish is fulfilled, your desire will come, and this will put you in the mood of, okay, so how did I do that? Like exploration, okay, like going back into your self-center and questioning, okay, what did I do to get this? And how can I repeat the process? How can I teach that, become a mentor for others, become a light for others as well when it comes to creating the life that we desire? So it can be the big year here, the blessing here is you figuring out the formula of how to get what you want and teaching it to the others. Another thing here is, this is actually so overwhelmingly good that what comes into your life, you might want to, the second season, you might want to take a small break and say, you know what, let me enjoy what actually manifested. It can be like buying your new house, getting a perfect friend that will be supporting you with like maybe launching a business, and so taking it slow. It doesn't mean like giving up on everything, the hermit mode. It means that like doing what you usually do, but also like being in the gratitude and like loving mode, okay? We have here 3 of Wands. Yes, you need that rest, because the 3 of Wands is the new adventure you're going to setting off to. But the thing is, 3 of Wands is not like the Fool's energy. Fool has been through the journey already, but the 3 of Wands is that you trust that everything is working out. For example, if you are a merchant and your ships are setting sail into the sea, you already have insurance on them. They're not going out there randomly. They're not just trusting that everything is working out. You already have a backup plan here. And that's why you're calm, cool, collected when the things are working out, and you're enjoying that travel and adventure very much, okay? Let's see the 4th one here, the High Priestess. The 4th season is going to be about receiving all the information that is necessary to you, or collecting information, or maybe you have collected it already here. You're going to be using them very well, and that will bring new resources, and your heightened intuition will guide you towards another good direction here. So you might, okay, I want to see what it is. I want to see, we have the Page of Wands coming forward here. We have the Six of Swords coming forward, and also the Moon. So I feel like you might have some towards the end of the year, a change of mind, or maybe you want to expand, you want to grow, and you want to move on to a very good, like a very calmer new adventure here, but you might not have clarity. Okay, so High Priestess is coming to you and tell you to tap into your inner knowledge. Also, gather up, okay, like listen to your intuition, yes, or also gather up information around you, available to you, that will illuminate the path. Because what happens is, at the end of the day, you can see that this path is leading you towards the mountaintop, but this path is your heightened intuition, the knowledge, the information that you already have available. Even though you don't know how this is going to happen, that information is going to lead you, like the headlights in the dark of the car. Even though you don't see the destination, that two headlights, which is the knowledge, the information, also the intuition, will lead you to your destination. Okay, now, let's pull your I Ching visionary cards, and let's see what is coming from that one. We have a decrease. This is actually the current situation, mountain above and lake below. These are 5 Chinese elements, by the way. And then it's going through the dangerous depths. Let's see. Water above, water below. 41 is actually a lucky number in a shamanic culture. But let's see, why do you have decrease here? Increase and decrease are both part of a natural cycle of life. As another ancient scripture put it, to everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. Like a reservoir used to irrigate the fields, learning to accept a temporary decrease in position, feelings, or material possessions prepares the way for an increase in the future. So it seems like whatever that you're going through right now, even if you're feeling frustrated, resistant, this is actually suggesting that let go of frustration, resistance, and regret over whatever might be decreasing at this time. See the larger picture and accept the ebb and flow of life cycle. So this is a good sign here. If you are worried about current circumstances, this is basically suggesting this too shall pass. It's not forever, it's temporary, okay? But let's see where you're going. Dangerous depths here. Exposure to danger brings good fortune to those who move beyond it. Like boaters staying afloat through the white water rapids, which I feel like this is happening towards the fourth season of the year. That's why you're exploring the ship, like the boat, come forth here. So those faced with serious challenges need to remain alert. They must take all available precautions and above all keep going forward so as to remove themselves from harm's way. Once the danger has passed, everything flows smoothly downstream. Would love to see, okay? That's why I feel like here, even though it seems like you have something, the decrease leading you towards dangerous depths, maybe this too shall pass, and that's the blessing that you should be seeing through. Okay, you move forward, you don't stay in it, you move forward, and that will actually bring you to the place that you need to be at. An emotionally stable center keeps one rooted in the moment, alert and focused. Courage at times like these springs from focused attention and brave willingness to penetrate the moment of peril to its very core, to reshape and transform it. Basically, you need to be courageous. I told you there's strength energy I see here, even like you don't see what's going on, or maybe you cannot really fathom yet. You're going to get to the end of this, and that's going to actually bring you to the peaceful situation. Okay, how does it play as a blessing here? I'm gonna interpret that as well, because it seems like here decrease can be really looking like a dangerous thing or also fearful thing. But when you go through it, I feel like you going through the decrease here, at the end, it is going to all work out. It is like, think of it as, even though it's a lot of water here, dry spell. Okay, maybe you have a business and it is not really selling too much. Okay, or it's not really growing as much as you want it to be. It's not all about throwing everything in there and just trying to like throwing everything to the wall and see what sticks. Instead of being that, keep going steadily to the end with a caution and not spending everything in your hand to that business, but just watching it and observing, researching, getting all the information available. Maybe there's something wrong in the market. It's not you. Okay. And then it will get to where you want to go, which is the higher situation here, the higher position with the high priestess. We have here 8 of Pentacles, Lekabel, which is the God, the teacher. Intellectual talent provides knowledge. It seems like in this situation, you will receive the knowledge, information that you need, which will get you to that higher and beautiful situation, like upgraded position, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up and hit subscribe. And I'm going to leave some more videos here for you to enjoy. And I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.